We're reading Numbers, specifically chapters 13 and 14 of Numbers. If you look in chapter 13, this is where Moses tells them to go into the land, and he sends a few of the leaders, remember, leaders of the tribes, to go scout out the land. He said, bring back some fruits and you can, and tell a report of the land. What's up? What's going on there? They go over there, right? They bring in a whole vine of grapes, big thing of grapes they were able to get. On top of that, they got pomegranates and figs. So y'all saw how fruitful it was. But y'all come back with a report. Yeah, it's flowing with milk and honey, it's all this and good, it's nice. But the people who live there are bigger than us. You got this person living there, that person living there, whatever. The point of what I'm trying to make is, the crazy thing about it is, you could be so close to your breakthrough that God is having you scout out the land, but you're afraid that you forget the God who took you out of the Egypt that you was once in. And this is what happened to them. Because of their very words of them saying we should have just went into Egypt, and they decided to rebel against the Lord in the craziest way possible. God did unto them just as what they said. You want to die in the wilderness? You will die in the wilderness. Your mouth will get you in trouble. Your fears will get you in trouble, because they could have been in the promised land. But God turned them back. In Numbers 14, verse 25. In number 14, verse 25, they had to now face the consequence of the very things they said. And now their children had to be shepherds in the wilderness for 40 years. And they are going to die in the very wilderness they said they were going to die into. God wanted to take them out, but they were so focused on death and going back into Egypt when God wanted to bring them in new life. So I don't know where you're at in your journey, but I need you to stop focusing on your fear of what it's perceived as physically, the giant of what is perceived as physically, and remember the God that you serve. Do not allow God to turn you back for a consequence of you moving on fear, because you forgot his hand when he brought you out beforehand. You got a history with God, and I don't care if your history is just starting today. If he did it yesterday or 2 seconds ago, you got history with him. And I need you to go back to that history so you can remember the God that brought you out. And if he brought you out of that, nothing is too big for him. He will get you out of every single thing. Why? It's his hand. It's his power, and he gets the glory for it. So when he takes you out, never forget the God that brought you through it and to it. Because the moment that you do is the moment that the words that you have been spewing will be used against you. Not because he wants to do it, but because you did it. You spoke it. He had more for you, but you keep thinking of less. We got to think bigger.